Выходной.
Huh? There you
Good
go.
morning. There you
My
go.
beautiful wife ready to go, бабась?
Yeah. Говорит, первый вопрос, почему ты во всем белом?
Too much white.
Too much white.
Whatever.
Много, говорит, белого.
Wear what you're comfortable with, любовь. You're going to a flea market, so...
О, флимаркет.
Да.
Вот, Дэниел меня... Я еду туда, куда он меня повезет. Все. У нас сегодня выходной. Так наше путешествие началось. Мой водитель, уникальный владелец уникальной коллекции. What you say to people, they like your collection?
What collection?
Skeletons.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The people give you a lot of compliments.
But they're your skeletons.
My skeletons.
Why are you blaming it on me?
Это, говорит, твои скелеты. Все.
You tell everybody that they're mine and they're yours.
My?
Yeah?
Твои, говорит, скелеты.
You're the one that makes video of them all the time.
А,
And you watched Dancing Skeletons last night?
да, ссылочку прислали на старый мультик американский со скелетами. А?
Old videos.
Старая, да, 36-го года.
Post-World War II.
Смотрели с Данилкой.
Ой.
Вот name видео.
Dancing Skeletons. There's a whole bunch of them.
Dancing Skeletons. Ну,
Yeah,
да,
Disney did a bunch of them.
Disney. Ну, вот так.
Oh, you mean the name of the cartoons? They're
Yeah.
called Fishbone.
Fishbone.
Yeah.
Fishbone. Ну, вот так. Началось с того, что, говорю, у меня нет бензина. Едем за бензином. Немножко мы уставшие с утра.
Now we have to go get gas since my wife doesn't know how to put gas in her car.
Моя, говорит, жена не знает, как заправлять. Я только езжу на... Здесь my gas station.
Yeah, okay.
Угу. Только на эту заправку езжу. Я не знаю, я не люблю разные заправки. Я...
Okay, Yahoos.
Видите, траки кругом.
Any day, redneck.
Daniel, we're gonna have a good mood, okay?
Yeah. Who's in a bad mood? You? Slept all day.
Примерно легли мы в 3 часа ночи и вот встали только сейчас.
God, I gotta get out of this tiny little thing.
Кряхтит, пыхтит. Мы сейчас пока едем.
You have cold?
Yeah,
You want a drink?
not cold. You open?
No. Are you crippled?
Решила взять интервью и закашляла.
Interview? What am I running for president or something?
Данилки. Вы же подсказали, что это. Открывать мне бутылочку.
I'm driving, but I have to open this stuff. Really good. A woman's supposed to take care of a man, not a man take care of her.
Да, говорит, женщина должна.
What now, Google?
Looking cover.
I threw it down on the floor.
Oh, this is not look like your car, truck.
Yeah. You can put 2 of these in my truck.
Короче, я ему говорю,
Go ahead, ask your question.
why you say people the redneck? They call you redneck too because you use truck. You say, no, you count you country boy, yeah? Why you think you country boy?
Rednecks are pretend country boys.
Rednecks, они
Well, the ones down here.
играют под country boy.
Look at this crazy person. There's a sidewalk right there, but you want to walk along the edge of the road.
You grew up with grandmother. Я говорю, ты
Yes.
рос с бабушкой
Grandmother and grandparents.
и с дедушкой на большой ферме. 3 детей. 3 brothers. 3
Two
brothers.
brothers.
Live with grandmother.
All 3 of us. Yeah, there's 3 of us,
Yeah.
right? But I have 2 brothers. I had.
From what year? How old? 3 years? He was 3? Ему было 3 года, когда мать лишили родительских прав, и вот он и еще его 2 брата, один старше, один младше, жили, значит, с бабушкой и с дедушкой. How they make you what to do and what discipline, and they love you?
They loved us,
Они
yes.
любили вас.
Discipline was basic, you know.
Как, говорю, дисциплина была? Simple,
You were
говорю.
responsible for what you did.
Ты должен делать, за что ты ответственный.
Yeah. They never spanked us or anything like that. If
Никогда
my
не
grandfather
били.
got upset with you, he just hit you.
Who? Grandfather?
Yeah.
He can hit you?
He just punched you in the nose.
Punch you in the nose?
Yeah.
In the nose?
Mm-hmm.
Or slap?
No, he never slapped us. He punched you. My grandmother had spoons. She'd hit you with.
У бабушки, говорит, была ложка, она ложкой могла, а дедушка в нос. And
They
you...
were magic spoons.
Magic?
She just put her hand out and boom, a spoon would appear and she'd But they
Magic.
didn't abuse us, if that's what you're trying to keen at. And nowadays, with the pansy world we live in, they'd say it's abuse. But no.
Абьюз. Да, это сейчас говорят, что абьюз, что нельзя это самое детей. А тогда это было
Kids had no
нормально.
discipline. It was a different time. You were raised different.
Другое время, да, было.
Kids didn't talk back like they do nowadays. They knew their place.
Да. But grandfather make you the blood from nose?
If you did something wrong, yeah.
Blood from nose?
Yeah, so what?
Так, говорит, стукал, что кровь
Was he going
бежала.
to take his belt off and spank your ass? No.
Ну,
How?
ремнем его, короче, не воспитывали. Но дедушка, вот это я впервые услышала. How often you have punished?
Very rarely, because we were good kids.
Да, это было очень редко, потому что мы были хорошие дети.
We did stupid stuff, but we never got, you know, like when Mike wrecked the tractor, my grandfather didn't beat or yell at him or scream. Just says, well, go fix it.
Трактор?
Yeah, he playing around with a tractor and he dumped it in the ditch and broke the front axle.
О,
My older brother.
да старший брат один раз сломал трактор,
But you were
куда-то
held
доехал.
responsible. You broke something, you had to fix it.
Сломал, говорит,
You
ремонтируй.
lost something, you did without it.
Потерял, значит, будешь обходиться без этого. Вот такая теория была.
We didn't steal or stuff like that. My grandmother's biggest thing was swearing.
Swearing?
You didn't swear around my grandmother.
А,
She didn't care who you were or what you were doing. If you were swearing, she'd hit you with her broom, or she had this big pole that she beat the rugs with every couple of weeks.
короче,
And she could hear you from nowhere.
бабушка не любила,
I was
когда
on
они
the roof once
ругаются,
of the barn fixing it,
матерятся.
and I hit my hand with a hammer. I went, ah, goddamn it.
Ударил молотком по руке, где-то был далеко.
When I came down the ladder after fixing the roof,
Она все
she
равно
smacked
услышала.
me, snatched, don't swear. I was like, how did you hear me?
Как ты, говорит, услышала меня? Она его ложкой сразу ему наподдавала, ложкой.
And she
Ну, типа
didn't care how old you were either.
не ложка, а, говорит, коврики выбивала, выбивалка какая-то у нее была.
It was a simple, basic life.
She was the religion,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, and grandfather too, верующая.
No.
Дедушка,
Grandfather went to church to make grandmother happy.
дедушка ходил в церковь, чтобы бабушку им счастливой делать.
Yeah. We go to church every Sunday unless we were planting or farming crops.
Каждое воскресенье ходили.
They'd go to prayer service after the regular service, and we'd go to Sunday school and ask the Sunday school nurse all kinds of weird questions.
Sunday school,
Yeah.
воскресная школа.
It's where kids went after church, after the big church thing.
После
You'd go to
церкви.
this for like an hour and you'd study the Bible and you'd ask them questions. The question everybody always asked was,
Учили
does your
Библию.
pets go to heaven with you too? Or are your pets waiting for you in heaven when you die? She'd be like, okay,
Вопросы
animals
разные
don't go to
были.
heaven.
Спрашивали, да, если
What
ты
if you
умрешь,
really,
животные
really
пойдут с
love
тобой.
them? We used to drive her nuts.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Means look like them you.
What do you mean exam?
do you know the animal go with you or not? Why they ask question like that?
No, we asked the question. We'd read
Дети
We'd
спрашивали.
read a verse in the
учителя.
Bible that day in Bible school, and then we'd talk about it, and she'd ask questions because she was a nun. Well, she was a nun and a nurse.
Монахиня.
And we'd ask her questions, and she'd answer the questions as best she
монахиня.
can.
Спрашивали ее. Если ты
Most times she'd
умрешь,
tell me to ask the preacher.
животные идут с тобой, пойдут с тобой на, как говорится, мир иной или
But see,
нет.
I cheated. My grandfather used to give me questions to ask her just to drive her nuts.
Дедушка ему подсказывал, какие вопросы спрашивать. И он любил это делать.
God, what's all the traffic for?
Ой, Saturday. Уже
This
построили
jackass will let me
школу
out.
здесь.
Everybody's always in a rush to get to places.
Yeah. But you enjoy your childhood.
Yeah, it was simple and basic. We did everything that we wanted to do. But we were... The difference between me growing up now and the kids nowadays is, see, we were responsible for what we did.
Мы были ответственны за все, что мы делали. У каждого
We
обязанности
didn't do
свои
stupid
были.
shit.
Не делали ничего дурного. You was busy.
Yeah, you were always busy.
Были заняты.
Working on the farm, playing football, wrestling, you know,
Ай.
going fishing, going hunting.
Футбол играли, на рыбалку ходили.
I mean, shoot, we listened to the radio more than we watched TV.
Радио слушали.
There was no video games.
Не было
You didn't have that.
геймс, которые сейчас играют. Ну, короче, вот такая была тихая жизнь в
You know, when I
деревне.
was little, I played with little army men.
Армии вот?
Little army men, little green army men. I had
Солдатики
green
играл.
ones and I had blue ones. And I
Солдатики
painted
играл.
them and camouflaged them.
When you start do make by your hand creatures, what you show me?
When did I start them?
Yeah. Динозавров когда ты начал делать?
Right before I went, when I was in 10th grade, the military in school,
Уже
I got
заканчивал
interested in
школу.
them.
У него, кстати, книги есть про динозавров.
And then when
Очень
I was
много
in the
книг.
military, I got really...
Он не до сих пор
Botox,
не
$8.
Yeah, the lira nothing. 1 ounce. А такс объявление, да, $10.
Maybe I should get some Botox, fix my eyes.
О, на такс хочет ребенка. Поправить глаза. No?
Maybe get Sochi some Botox.
Сочи, she beautiful. Сочи, может быть, в Сочи нет ботакса. You say the mother visit sometime?
Rarely.
Очень редко она
When she
приезжала.
wanted money.
Если ей нужны были деньги. Если ей нужны были деньги, она приезжала. Money, who gives you money?
My grandmother would slip her money.
Бабушка давала ей иногда. But they was officially the half you the
Yes.
say.
Back then, it was much easier for the grandparents to get custody of the children
Было легче
than it is now.
раньше, чем сейчас, чтобы опекунство брали.
It was a different time, Luba, in America. It was a different time. It was simpler. People were honest. You talked to your
Честные были
neighbors.
people,
You know.
разговаривали с соседями. Легче было, считаю.
Yeah. Everybody lived in their place. They didn't try all this intermingle. You know, everybody stayed with their little clique of people. But you were friendly with other people too. Everybody says where I grew up we're racist. We're not racist. Yes, there was no black people that lived by us. There
Да,
was no
говорит,
Spanish
не было
people.
там, где они жили, не было
You know, there was no Japanese people.
других
But
национальностей.
not by us. They didn't live there. I mean, if a black man would come to the gas station to get gas in his car, he'd be treated just like anybody
Нет,
else.
говорит, мы не росли расистами, если где-то
Yeah.
встречали, мы относились нормально.
Like when the Japanese people broke down that day in the big bus, took them into the house, gave them food, water, waited for the people to come fix their van.
Японцы как-то там
We weren't
происшествия.
It's just
Принимали их с удовольствием в доме, помогали им.
the people didn't live there. You know,
Where?
out in the country like we lived in. There wasn't no blacks, there wasn't no
Country это
Mexicans,
деревня,
you
нет.
know.
Там, говорит, не живут, конечно, другие национальности.
But people say, oh, you're racist, you grew up in all white areas. Like, we never stopped any black people from
Говорит,
living
люди
there.
говорят, что ты расист, потому что их там, где не было других
I think
национальностей.
what the thing was, is see, everybody in the area was farmers.
Потому что где он рос, там все были, ну вот имели фермеры. Выращивали. Means you have had, what about your father? Where was your father?
In jail.
Отец был в тюрьме. You never met him?
I
Никогда
met
не
him a
видел?
couple times.
Несколько раз его видел. Nothing about feeling, nothing. Никаких чувств, ничего не было.
He was a piece of crap.
Писакраб это,
He was a drunk drug addict, okay?
пил и наркотики принимал.
My mother was a drunk barfly.
О, мать была пьющая барафлай.
Not butterfly, fly.
О, fly,
Yes.
drunk fly, what you say?
She was a bar whore, Luboff.
Бархо.
Different man every night.
О, разные мужчины каждую ночь. Такие вот воспоминания у Дэниела о детстве. Я, в отличие от него, росла с родителями, но отец тоже был пьющий. Вот. Добрый, но пьющий. Обижал маму на глазах.
And
Тоже
plain, simple childhood.
у него, говорит, было обычное детство, ничего особенного.
Nothing fancy.
But you say you play.
We were happy and content.
Были счастливые.
You know, they weren't rocket scientists. They didn't invent a cure for cancer, you know. They didn't do any of that shit. They were basic.
But what you like from your childhood? Fishing or what your
The whole thing.
best hobby? Все ему нравилось.
We didn't have hobbies.
Но хобби
We
никакого
were
не
too
было.
busy for hobbies.
Были очень заняты. You help everything to the growing grandparents doing all the time.
Yeah.
Полностью были
From the time you
задействованы,
got up to the time you went to bed, you were doing something.
выращивали. How many cow you told me last time?
What?
You have a new car.
We had about 800 head.
800 примерно голов было.
Some were for
Коров.
milk, some were for beef.
Одни были для молока, другие были для мяса.
It's a different type of cow.
But you used to have the workers, yeah?
Yeah.
How many the people work?
Varied. We had 8 people that lived on the farm that worked.
8 человек
That
они
during the
жили.
winter or during the planting time and during the harvest time, they'd bring in extra people.
Ну, в сезон, конечно, больше человек им помогало.
Summertime, you'd hire people from the city to work.
Ну, уже своими словами скажу. Никто не захотел
Like my
брать...
teacher.
Вот teacher.
I had a teacher in history
Учитель.
class I hated because he was a communist.
О, не любил учителя, потому что коммунистом был. How you know he was communist?
Because he had a flag of Stalin behind his goddamn desk.
A flag of
Lenin.
Stalin?
Yeah. He said he was teaching us the Soviet history.
Флаг Сталина
He
был,
was
потому что у него...
anti-American. He didn't last but 3 years.
И Дэниел не любил его. Теперь живет с коммунисткой. Вот здорово-то. And what happened?
Well, in the summertime, the teachers would get jobs because they didn't work during the summer.
Oh, they helped the farmers.
and they'd come out and ask for a job at the farm.
Помогали на ферме.
And my grandmother would always
учителя.
hire one or two of them. One year he came out and he applied for a job with my grandfather. I told my grandfather, I said, yeah, hire him, I'll work him. He says, you want him work him? I was like, yeah. Like, I'll work him. And I was like 12, 13 years old, and he was like,
13 лет ему было, и вот он с учителем со своим
I had him do every
стал
shit
работать.
job around the farm.
Дэниел был, конечно, видите, вспоминает это с сарказмом. It was not nice, а?
It was nice to me. I
Nice?
just made him do every bad job.
О, да. Раз он был у них нанятый на лето, то Дэниел ему, значит, предлагал тяжелую работу. Вот какой был засранец-то еще. Ну, короче, вот так. То же самое, что я росла в деревне. И копали картошку, и садили, пололи грядки. Вот, вот. Природу показывают, ага. Что-то там увидел. You say sometime you drive and have the little, how you call, олени-то маленькие. Deers.
Yeah.
How often?
What do you mean?
You see often deers here?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Олени.
here?
Yeah.
No,
No?
44.
А, на другой дороге где-то он часто видит. Он знает, что он рассказывает? Что олени перегибают,
They
перебегают.
put fences up now where the deer can't get through.
А, значит, натянута эта
See,
железная
on
сетка.
44, they don't have that, and the deer come right up to the edge of the road.
Чтобы олени не выбегали на дорогу, а то их сбивают. Естественно, их жалко. Ну, вот такая короткая история у нас о детстве Данилки. А why you decide to go to army? Почему ты решила идти в
I
армию?
didn't go army. I joined Marine Corps.
Марин Корт, это для него другое.
Why did I decide to go?
Ага.
Recruiters came to school.
О, да, рекрутерс, это агитатор, что ли, наемщик пришел в школу.
They talked the fancy story.
Интересные истории рассказывал about.
The Navy guys talked to us. The Air Force guys talked to us.
Короче, соблазнили.
I didn't care for the Navy because you're out on a boat in the ocean all the time.
Ага. Navy он не захотел, это морское. Пехота.
The Air Force was all techno crap, and I wasn't interested in that.
Air Force flying, yeah? Это летает Air Force. А Марин
You were around people in the woods doing fancy
на
stuff.
земле, в лесу, короче. Маринко, это вот они в лесу, значит, прыгали, скакали там, ловили кого-то.
See, I was one of the strange ones. When I went in the Marine Corps, I signed up as infantry.
Sign up what?
As infantry.
What is it?
A soldier that runs around on the ground with a rifle shooting Soviet soldiers.
Soviet soldiers.
We were trained to fight.
Тренировали их ловить советских солдатов.
You gotta remember, back then, the Soviets were the enemy.
Да, в прошлом же были мы, да, армия против армии.
You had Mr. Eyebrows.
Мистер
Brezhnev.
Брежнев
Yeah. With the big eyebrows.
с большими бровями, видите? Большими бровями помнит Брежнева.
And then you had your Russian presidents that died like every 6 months.
Президенты говорит, каждых 6 месяцев умирали. Помнит, там Черненко, там кто у нас
We
еще.
read stuff. They get us Pravda. Pravda, is it? The paper in Russia?
Правда,
Pravda. They did
правда,
that,
газету
but translated into English for us.
переводили на английский, правду,
So we could read about the Soviet people.
чтобы могли читать про советских.
You know,
Людей.
it's part of learning about your enemy. If you got to go to war about it, you want to know about him. You
Чтобы
want to
знали
know about
всё.
his lifestyle. You want to know about his living, his people and stuff.
Все должен знать о враге. Как они живут, как они...
You know, we couldn't understand your style of religion. The government was your God. That we didn't
Мы ведь
understand
не
that.
могли понять, что религия религия была, government, это наше правительство, было нашим богом, нашей религией в то время. Они не могли это понять.
Like we couldn't understand your state-run farms. How can a politician tell you how to do your farm? He's not a farmer.
Как политики, говорит,
We
могли,
didn't understand stuff like that.
они не могли понять, как могли политики учить, как выращивать на фермах все. Почему политики руководили фермами? Вот о чем мы говорим.
And why? The biggest thing that we didn't understand is why the people let the government do what they did to you.
Не могли не понять, почему
You
люди,
had like 5% of the people who were in charge of everybody, and you guys didn't do anything about it.
почему люди позволяли руководить вот каким-то кучке политиков, руководить ими, что делать. Вот это они не могли понять. Интересно. Because they was believe they gonna make the future communism. Everybody have free life.
Nothing's free, huh?
Я говорю, потому что мы верили, что будет коммунизм. О, все, приезжаем.
You never been here, have you?
But yeah, we've been here.
You have?
Yeah, we buy some flowers,
Well,
trees.
then let's go home if you've been here.
Oh well.
I thought you were here before.
It's big?
Yeah, it's huge.
Huge. Вот так, подъехали, поболтали с Данилкой. Посмотрим, что тут.
I didn't know you were here.
The long time ago, like to the...
I never brought you here, Lou. Well,
Yes, you do, Daniel.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you do.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Спорим. Я говорю, я была здесь, он говорит, нет.
it must have been before YouTube.
Yes. Это было до Ютуба. Все, ищем парковочку, видите? What you call Daytona Beach Flea Market?
Yeah.
Пройдемся по рядкам, посмотрим,